Hello dear students, we are going to learn a topic today, protein synthesis. Protein synthesis under chapter molecular basis of inheritance. This is a part 15 of this chapter. Students, you know that protein is a very important constituent of the body of organism. Either they are prokaryotic or eukaryotic, either plant or animals. It is very surprising to you students that to know how protein synthesizing. Protein synthesis especially is under the direct control of DNA. How DNA synthesize protein? What different process involved in protein synthesis we'll discuss in this class and next class by some taking topics one by one. Now students, the protein synthesis is important phenomena that are occur inside the each and every type of cells of living organism. It is under the direct control of DNA. Protein synthesis is occur under the direct control of DNA by which protein synthesis occur. Okay? Protein synthesis occur. The protein synthesis is especially mediated by two main processes. First process is called transcription and second process is called translation. Transcription and second process is called translation. The transcription and translation process takes place in nucleus and cytoplasm respectively. Okay? Here the flow of genetic information basically of two types. First is called direct flow. Direct flow of genetic information occur in case of prokaryotic and eukaryotic organism in which the DNA synthesize its mRNA by process of transcription in the presence of enzyme transcriptase. And process takes place in the nucleus because DNA present inside the nucleus. But the mRNA is further synthesized protein. This process is called translation, and the process of translation takes place in cytoplasm. But in prokaryotic organism, no nucleus is found. That's why the transcription process and translation process both takes place in cytoplasm, including nucleoid region. This process is called direct flow. Here you know that the DNA transcribed their mRNA in the form of codon and triplet base sequences, and mRNA further transcribed into protein by process of translation in cytoplasm with the help of tRNA, rRNA, as well as with the help of amino acid and ribosome. Now the reverse indirect flow. You can say this is also called reverse flow of genetic information. Reverse flow of genetic information occur in case of RNA, where RNA is primary genetic materials. RNA first transcribed into the DNA. By the process of mechanism is called reverse transcription in the presence of enzyme reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcription in the presence of enzyme reverse transcriptase, then DNA again perform transcription and then it form mRNA, and mRNA undergoes translation and then it synthesizes into protein. This process is called reverse flow of genetic information. Here the DNA convert into mRNA and mRNA into protein. This overall mechanism is called, this is overall mechanism is considered under the name is called central dogma. The concept of central dogma, this is called central dogma. The concept of central dogma was proposed by F.H.C. Crick. F.H.C. Crick. The flow of genetic information, especially the reverse flow of genetic information, was proposed by H. Temin and D. Baltimore. H. Temin and D. Baltimore. This was H. Temin and D. Baltimore. This was the reverse flow of genetic information, especially takes place in case of viruses, and this is a total, this is a general description about the protein synthesis. You know, students, at the time of, let us see again, at the time of protein synthesis, if a cell having sufficient amount of amino acid, then it gives signal to the nucleus, and nucleus DNA transcribed their mRNA on the template strand, on synthesized mRNA on template strand. Here it is need of ribonucleotide, activated ribonucleotide. This process is called transcription, takes place in nucleus. After formation of mRNA, from nucleus it's come outside through the nuclear pore into the cytoplasm, and mRNA attached to a site called ribosomes, and ribosome provide a template site on which the synthesis of protein takes place. This process is called translation, takes place in cytoplasm. Beside ribosome, it takes some amino acids, tRNA. All these things are needed at the time of translation. I think, students, the transcription mechanism will study in 3 steps further, and translation mechanism is study in 5 steps further. Especially here in this class, I am only talking about the prokaryotic transcription and translation. Now, students, we are going to learn the mechanism of transcription in detail. What is transcription? Then after we can study about the translation. Now, transcription. What is transcription? First, before starting of the transcription, we are talking about the mechanism of protein synthesis. Mechanism of protein synthesis. Mechanism of protein synthesis occur in 2 steps. First is called transcription and second is called translation. Now, what is transcription? We are going to learn first. Then in next class, we will learn about the translation. Now, transcription. What is transcription? It is a process by which DNA synthesized its mRNA in the nucleus. Not nucleus, if talking about prokaryotic organism, no nucleus is found. If eukaryotic, then nucleus. It is a process by which DNA synthesizes its mRNA is called transcription. Is called transcription. What is transcription? Transcription is a mechanism in which the DNA synthesize its mRNA. Okay, if eukaryotic, then it is occur inside the nucleus. If prokaryotic, it is found in the nucleoid region. This one is a transcription. Now, what material is needed during transcription? First, let us see, student. First, template and coding strand. Template and coding strand. Second, activated ribonucleotide. Activated ribonucleotide. And third, enzyme who catalyze the process of transcription is called RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase. Let us see, students, template and coding strand. Students, in previous classes, I already told you a part of DNA which synthesize at least one protein is called gene. What is gene? Gene is a segment of DNA. And if gene going to transcribe mRNA, then that mRNA is going to form protein. Means it is protein formation in the body, either in prokaryotic and eukaryotic, totally mediated by our DNA. Our DNA. No one protein is formed in the body autonomously. Means it is only mediated by our DNA. Okay, students, one thing you always always remember you that the protein diets that taken from external sources, all that proteins are not utilized in any individual body directly. It is not utilized in the body directly. Means if any external protein taken by you, first your digestive system digests them, break them as a unit molecule called amino acid, that absorbed by blood, send to the cell, and cell, if getting enough amount of amino acid, then it gives signal to the nucleus. Nucleus synthesize mRNA, especially the chromatin, DNA, and then mRNA come again into the cytoplasm and transcribe there using amino acid one by one into the long chain of protein by series of combination of amino acid. This is the overall concept behind this. Now, how the DNA is going to form template and coding strand? If any DNA going to form their mRNA, first DNA gets uncoiled. A segment of DNA gets uncoiled. What are that segment? That segment are gene. Okay, you can see this is a DNA strand, and this is a 3' to 5' int. This is a 5' to 3' int. This is a DNA, double stranded. Okay. This is a point from where transcription is start. You can say start point of transcription. This is a upper strand having orientation 3 to 5' direction is called template strand, and the second having orientation of 5' to 3' direction is called coding strand. And I already told you that a part of DNA segment, if going to synthesize, a part of DNA segment if going to synthesize mRNA, this is called gene. Suppose a segment from this point to this point, and from this position a row factor, release factor is also work here, where termination of mRNA chain takes place. Okay, this is a two short, I think here showing, but it is a number of nucleotide varies too long, sometime it from 1000 to many thousands. Okay, so this one is a coding strand. The strand at the time of synthesis of mRNA, a parts of DNA gets uncoiled. Suppose this is having orientation 3' to 5', and this is a 5' to 3'. This is a uncoiled strand of DNA. This is a template. Template are going to synthesize their mRNA having polarity 5' to 3'. This is mRNA. Here in template and coding strand, this is a two strand, template strand as well as coding strand. Only template strand synthesize their mRNA, you can see, but coding strand not synthesize their mRNA. But there are complete similarity between mRNA and coding strand. Only difference at the basis of thymine present in coding strand, and in mRNA thymine is replaced by uracil. Means always many questions are asking about this. What is if coding strand is this, what will be the mRNA? What is the sequence of mRNA? Okay, find out the answer behind this. Okay, now so this one is a template and coding strand. Second one is second heading in this is second material needed in transcription is activated ribonucleotide. You know that ribonucleotide is important part which involve for transcribing DNA. What is activated ribonucleotides? You know that if DNA is going to synthesize their mRNA, and DNA is made up of 4 type of nucleotides is called ATGC, but RNA is made up of AUGC. Then A in the form present in the form of ATP, UTP, GTP and CTP. Adenosine triphosphate, uridine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate, cytosine triphosphate. Always activated nucleotide present in the form of triphosphate. It is a highly energy compound. But at the time of union on template strand, if one nucleotide going to join by other nucleotide, 2-phosphate group gets released. 2-phosphate group gets released, and by releasing of the phosphate it provide energy. This all nitrogenous bases present in the form of triphosphate. This triphosphate, suppose adenosine triphosphate, this one is a triphosphate. At the time of union, when this phosphate, adenosine monophosphate, going to unite with another type of nucleotides, then 3-phosphate break at that time, and this phosphate release energy, and this energy is generally used at the time of bond formation and catalyzed by enzyme. This enzyme is known as RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase is an enzyme which generally polymerize RNA. Now next is a RNA polymerase. Third material needed in the transcription is RNA polymerase. In prokaryotic transcription, RNA polymerase, generally single type, then single RNA polymerase is used to transcribe mRNA from DNA. But in eukaryotic, 3 type of RNA polymerase generally used. RNA polymerase first, RNA polymerase second, and RNA polymerase third. RNA polymerase first and RNA polymerase second, RNA polymerase third in case of eukaryotic transcription. What is RNA polymerase? RNA polymerase is made up of 5 protein: omega factor, alpha, alpha, beta and beta dash, and one of the sigma factor, one of the factor called sigma factor. Sigma factor help in recognizing of structural gene, initiation point of structural gene. This is RNA polymerase, having 5 type of protein: omega, alpha, 2, beta and beta dash. This is a sigma factor. Now this together constitute omega, alpha, alpha, beta and beta dash with sigma factor generally help to form holoenzyme, and this holoenzyme help in synthesis of transcription. Generally all these proteins help into the maintaining of strand, as uncoiled, and help into the maintaining of strand as uncoiled, maintain transcription fork open, and transcribing mRNA help in joining of one nucleotide again and again. Generally this catalyze the process of mRNA synthesis. Now in prokaryote, in case of prokaryote, single RNA polymerase help into synthesize all type of RNA. In prokaryotic, a single RNA polymerase help in synthesize all type of RNA, especially tRNA, mRNA and rRNA. But in eukaryote, the RNA polymerase first synthesize rRNA, RNA polymerase second synthesize mRNA, and RNA polymerase third synthesize tRNA. A trick is here, RMT, that means first, second and third. Means RNA polymerase first, RNA polymerase second and third. Generally synthesize rRNA, mRNA and tRNA. So this one is a point you can remember here. So this one is all materials that involve in the synthesis, that involve in transcription. In next class, students, I will discuss about the mechanism of transcription in detail. Thank you.